So here's our campsite over here in Elk City, Oklahoma. So we got the Jayco and the Ram. If you look down the way, you're gonna see just campsite after campsite. This place is only 20 bucks a night. So we'll be going that way. Out in the field, there's a dump site. We're going there next. It has full electricity. So we have 50 amp and 30 amp. And then it has water over here. And then the dump station. I mean, what more could you want? We've been realizing that these county fairs and expo centers might be the new next thing for camping. A lot of them are completely empty. I don't care if you have a Sprinter van or a big triple axle rig like my buddy, you can pull in here, 20 bucks a night. So I'm usually a DeWalt guy, but I'm quickly becoming Milwaukee. I got this thing, I was dreaming on it forever. Guys, we have 4 wheels here, 4 wheels on the trailer. I got airbags on the truck and an air hitch, so I'm constantly checking everything. Big trip, you know, I like to do a little walk around and check it. I'm getting a tip for this. Right now it just screws on. So you can see right here, it's saying 76. I'm running these tires at like 75, but I'll just show you. This guy here, you can program. Let's see, it lands on. Program 75 and then hit the start. Obviously it's not going to do anything because I'm over 75. But just such an intuitive little system here. So I did a whole video on this shocker hitch, actually 2 now. We've gone to Florida and back several times, all around the country. This is another thing I was talking about that takes air. So guys, I'll link the hitch and this air compressor in the description, but it's set right now at 65. That's what I like to have it at. And it's down to 32. So this is a good example of let's go.
The old trusty quarter pounder. And quarter pounder patties minus the cheese and minus the buns for those who are trying to be healthy, like this guy.
Nothing for Walter.
Aww.
Your destination is on the left.
Made it to Brahms, one of my favorite spots. What do you think you're gonna get?
Either a banana split or a cherry Bordeaux.
Let's go get it sorted.
I'm gonna get double dip. Cappuccino chocolate and cherry something.
I got a single dip hot fudge sundae. Just got done eating that ice cream, and about 30 miles down the road had to stop off at Wells Fargo. So where we live in Colorado, we're not near Wells Fargo, and got to make a little deposit and then jump back on the road. Good old Mickey D's. That's what was for dinner. Trailer's looking good. I always stop and check out all the bearings, make sure nothing's getting hot, check all the lights. Everything looks good so far.
At the next light, turn right.
So pulled off to Love's to go get some coffee, but first I got distracted. So this looked kind of small, so I thought I'd park on the other side. And as I looked in the dumpster, look what I see. Now I can't help myself, even though the last thing I should be doing is digging in trash cans. I gotta see what's in there. What is it? Oh, it smells like beer. Alright, it smells like it's beer and ashtrays. Alright, that's disgusting. I don't know why I did that. I gotta go wash my hands. I really shouldn't have been messing with that. I should have just left it alone. Got a coffee and some junk food. So I jumped in and checked out the speedometer. Seemed like just the other day we were in Florida and hit all 7s. We are almost to our campsite. There it is. That is beautiful. Look at that! All 7s! Man, imagine hitting all 9s. That would be crazy. Made our way over to Dollart, getting some diesel. We'll see what the damage is here in a minute, and then we'll get back on the road. We'll be in New Mexico before you know it. Stop, 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 stop. There it is. 143.08. And we were just under half a tank, so this thing's holding $250 to $300 of fuel right now. It's a big tank. Stopped off in Des Moines, New Mexico, and I'll tell you, it's 52. It feels like 47, it says. We're noticing the drop in temperature out of Texas and Oklahoma area. Guys, they had to get some snacks and pee. Had Walter out running in the field. We're gonna keep going down the road. Hang on, friends. So we just hung a right at Raton, New Mexico, headed north on I-25. We're gonna pull Raton Pass right now, get on into Trinidad, over to Walsenburg, and then hang a left into the San Luis Valley. We're basically all ready for bed. It's 12:15, but we're gonna keep pushing. I'm doing pretty good. And then when we get there, we're just gonna sleep in tomorrow till we can't sleep anymore. Then go see family in the morning. These new trucks come with all the gauges so I can check the transmission temp going up, pulling the pass and everything. We're not all that heavy, but I always keep an eye on stuff like that. It's kind of nice that this truck has that built into it. But I've never pulled a pass for it to get hot at all. So it's been good. I'm gonna be changing that transmission fluid when I get home and the filter and all that, but just keeping an eye on it. So hang on, friends. There's Colorado, guys.
Welcome to Colorado.
Downtown Walsenburg, Colorado. Stopped off in the Safeway parking lot, and that's the good thing about having your home with you. You can just pull off and take care of your business anytime you want. So hang on, friends. I'm going inside to do just that. We gotta wait for these guys to pass before we can drive over La Vida Pass. Making our way up La Vida Pass, and already saw a herd of elk entering the San Luis Valley. How many times I've seen that sign, I couldn't tell you. Downtown Blanca, Colorado. Not much going on here tonight. Home sweet home, friends. We made it. It's like after 2:30 in the morning. Walter's running around. He's starting to get the hang of things. He knows where we're at. At any rate, we are off to bed. Maddie, Maddie, come on, Maddie. Come on, Walter.
Walter doesn't care.
Maddie, you don't care about Walter? Come on, Maddie. Come on. Come on, Maddie. Maddie, come. Come on, Ellie. Ellie. Watch out, Walter. Come on, Ellie. What snack did you get? What toy did you get? These puppies are absolutely nuts. They're so happy to be back by each other. It's been about 4 months. Hang on, friends. Boy, is it ever nice to be home. Had a nice, good morning with the family into the evening. Took care of a bunch of business calls, taxes, you name it. A little bit of everything. Now I gotta get the truck disconnected from the camper. Got everything coming out of the back of the truck. You can kind of see the boxes coming through. When I get home, I empty it. I'm doing a lot of stuff with the kayaks, and I might go camping and do some adventures and stuff like that. So I empty it and reset it and just kind of get ready for the next season. Bunch of stuff comes off the rig and new stuff goes back on. it's a whole process, but I've been excited to start that. Haven't been home since Christmas really, so it's about 4 months, and there's always stuff that we wish we had on the rig or stuff that we brought that we didn't need, but we should be gone from Colorado till possibly September this time. So it's a lot of thinking about what we need and don't need. But hang on, friends, I'm gonna get after it. And you are not gonna be seeing this lock much longer, nor will you be seeing this one. We got a big change coming to the rig, and I can't wait to show you guys. I got started clearing it out and thought I better show you guys a little bit of the before and then the after. And here's that after shot, guys. 8-foot bed. Man, I love having that extra length. This is my old truck. If you guys have seen this, if you check back the channel, you'll see, I think it's this panel right here, when I got hit at a county fair. Got hit in the side and got the front bumper fixed, the fender. The wheel was fine, but yeah, this is my old truck, 2500. Boy, I like how this thing sounds though. It sounds really good. Short bed. So these boxes used to be in there, and you can see how I got about 2 feet at the end past where they were. Yep, a lot of weight was in and out of the back of this truck. But here we are now, guys. Quite the transition. Why, quite a blessing. Well, friends, it's the next day, and Walter, come on buddy, up, up, up. Time for Walter to go to the vet. Hang on, friends. You ready, Walter? Come on, buddy.
He did so good.
Yay.
And he weighs 65. So let me
Thank
go
you.
get that running, and then we'll be with you guys in just a bit, okay?
Perfect.
And we're done. Walter got a clean bill of health. He got a 4D SNAP, whatever it's called, test to see if he had Lyme disease or heart disease and a couple other things I don't remember, and he's clean. We got him his updated Simparica Trio. Highly recommended if you travel a lot like us to keep him protected from buggies.
Jolene and Mom are off to the movies, and looks like she forgot something. What'd you forget? Chapstick. Chapstick. I guess that's essential for the movies, I don't know. I'm over here playing with kayaks in the middle of the night. They're off to an 8 o'clock show. So today, friends, we're off to lunch with some really good friends over in Monte Vista, Colorado. Check out the kayaks. I have a major video coming out. I don't know if it's before this video you're watching or after, but stay tuned because we're doing a big kayak video. But guys, we're headed over to a Thai restaurant, and these guys are some of our best friends. We've known them for a long time, and they are just dear to us. So we're excited about that. Taking Jolene's mom, and we're off to Monte Vista. Hang on, friends. Where will you go? I will go to Monte Vista to a Thai restaurant. Are you giving Mom the front?
Yeah.
Aww. Come on.
Trying to become the favorite child.
There's our friend Sam over here, and Mom came. What did you get?
I got this.
Dragon.
It's
Nice
called
sushi.
Dragon something.
Pick up the carrot.
Steve,
Is that carrot
that's my
I
brother.
like that.
I got some soup, some sushi, and
pad
beautiful
thai.
Jolene got some pad thai.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, Steve's meal came. Looks delicious.
Teriyaki chicken.
Teriyaki chicken. Well, here we are getting ready to take off from home. Guys, getting the camper off the jacks, and it's always hard to leave. Always hard to leave home, but you know what? We gotta keep going, keep getting down the road. So hang on, friends. I'm gonna get this thing off the jacks and then we'll get going. You ready, Walter?
Let's roll.
So we got 1 mile down the road, had to make a stop and dump. I'm surprised we were about a week and a half or so and the toilet never overflowed. So luckily we're still in town and we got a place to dump. Friends, welcome to the quaint little town of Alamosa, Colorado. We're going through the little town of La Harra, Colorado. Guess I should fill you guys in on where we're going. So we're leaving Alamosa, Colorado, and we are headed to La Mesa, Texas via New Mexico. So we're gonna go through Santa Fe. We're gonna go through the place with all the aliens, all kinds of stuff. Taking you guys with us. Well, friends, made it all the way down to Antonito, Colorado. This is home to, not that church, but one of the oldest churches in Colorado. Catholic church is over here somewhere. Did a wedding, was part of a wedding over here.
Also, Indiana Jones's home.
Oh, yeah.
Growing up.
I think we just passed it to the left.
So if you want to know,
What video is that from?
it is the...
Oh, it's right there, that green house in the back.
Yeah, that's it. It's the third Indiana Jones movie where River Phoenix and Sean Connery filmed in.
Really good burritos somewhere on the right over here. I remember probably that Dutch Mill. Cool little town. We've taken the train out of here over to Chama. Pretty fun little train situation. Well, guys, I was driving along and looking out my mirror and I saw something flapping on the camper and I found this little pull-off. Let me show you where we're at. New Mexico. Actually, I'm standing in Colorado right now. Half the camper is in New Mexico, half of it is in Colorado. So I guess this piece here decided to start flapping, and I'm happy I saw it. So I gotta get some screws and get that sorted. So I came around to the passenger side and I noticed the same thing. Pretty good at doing walkarounds. I think I actually just put a screw in one of these the other day and it came back out. But on the other side, I went each side and found some pay dirt. So there's some good wood in there. I got some good long screws I'll put in this side as well. Well, friends, made it to the quaint little town of Santa Cruz, New Mexico. We're turning left here and we're gonna grab ourselves some McDonald's and then keep going down the road. Got Lowe's, they got Denny's, they got the car wash, they got the RTD. That's in Denver. Awesome. Take care, man. If you guys watch the channel, you already know what we got. Jolene got a 1/4 pounder, and I got 3 1/4 pounder patties with a little bit of mustard and ketchup on there. Come here, come here, come here. Hey, get over here. Camel Rock. Looking like a camel over there. Alright guys, you're seeing it as I'm seeing it. We just did a tire. Well, I thought we did a tire. Okay, that's that tire we just bought. I thought it looked kind of cheap from that guy in Texas. Are you kidding me? We've never done a tire. We bought this cheap tire. Alright, well, we got some trailer frame damage. It's actually bent the frame. And took some stuff out. So, got some work to do. We have 2 spares. So, it tore out some of the floor, the wood floor. I gotta get this tire off. And then... Hang on, friends, we'll get back to you. So I was looking at this tire some more. Guys, it's still holding air. It literally just separated. We don't have a nail or anything. It's just a really, really, really cheap tire. So this is called Consistency LY188. Stay away from Consistency LY188. We've never had a blowout in 5 years. And now here we are because of a cheap tire. So put this on the back.
I'm gonna show you the other side as a comparison, what it's supposed to look like. Beautiful and pristine.
So how did the tire thing go for you?
It was alright. Not the worst. We were able to get back on the road really fast.
So we're down the road now at a truck stop and got some coffee, just kind of recovering from all that. Some guy pulled in and wanted to talk while we were doing the tire, so we kind of stopped filming. Got down the road, checked everything out, and now we're going to keep going. No more China bombs for us. It's all Goodyear and Carlisle from here on out, but often we're in these weird places and we end up getting some weird tires. So I don't think it's that shop's fault per se. I just think they're carrying low grade tires for folks that maybe just travel in a small region with cargo, I don't know, flatbeds, but we're not running that stuff anymore. We learned our lesson 5 years in. Took us to learn this lesson. We're sticking with good tires, but we're going to keep trucking down the road. We're somewhere in the middle of New Mexico. We are in between Albuquerque and Roswell, somewhere in the middle of New Mexico. It's kind of pretty in its own weird way. Got the gray sky, kind of nice. It's not near as windy as it was behind us. At any rate, hang on friends, we are Googling some Mexican restaurants over here in Roswell. We're going to see if we can't get zapped up by some aliens while we're having dinner. Made it to Roswell, New Mexico, and the first thing I like to do when I get to town is stop by and get some diesel. Pretty much doing that in every town, it feels like these days. But another thing, we found a Mexican restaurant we're gonna go to while we're here. Hopefully we don't get zapped. Jolene's in there chilling. Hopefully we don't get zapped out to the moon, but I think we'll be okay. Just gotta get out before dark. Here's that tire. You can see it still has air in it. It just totally separated. What a cheap piece of junk. Can't even have my cool tire cover on there because it'll tear it up. So we're just rocking this one right now. Spin around here. You can see this guy. This is the spare I just had reversed. This was rubbing on the inside. Had that same shop switch it. All this little decoration now is just a bunch of work for me later. But under here, I was able to get the 2x4 up here kind of screwed in, and the metal fender is actually looking pretty good. Not the worst. Could have been much worse. Guess he just decided to stop right there. Every tank. Friends, welcome to the quaint little town of Roswell, New Mexico.
This is what happens when we get to New Mexico.
6 or 8, about 3 in each foot.
What are they called? Goat heads?
Go ahead.
If you're wondering what goat heads are, they're these pokies.
So something about traveling with a big rig is you end up walking a lot of places. We kept looking for parking. Everything says it's parking for this tour agency only or that tour agency. I guess you can go around here and go see different UFO sighting stations or something like that. I don't know. It kind of feels like it's giving off like a ghost town vibe to us. Not like scary ghost town, but just like nobody's here type of town.
Maybe it's not in season yet. Summer season.
But the burrito place is open, so we are gonna go over there. And I got a chicken on the brain that we saw on the menu. This is why you come to Roswell. All the weird alien stuff. There's Sasquatch. Alien with the Red Bull. Used to sell signs. Cool. Alright friends, this is the place. El Pollo Bravo. Alright, this is what I came for. Some chicken. So we're actually right next door to the sit-down place. They're owned by the same company. This one you just kind of order and grab it to go. Go back and check on Mr. Walter. See if he wants some of our table scraps. Cool little joint. We'll see if the food's good. Alright guys, there's our dinner. I am so hungry. Alright, here's what we got guys. Some salsa, beans, rice, cabbage maybe. Whole bunch of chicken. That's what we came for. A couple hot peppers. Looks absolutely amazing.
Let's eat.
So dinner's done and we are backtracking to this McDonald's because it's one of the most alien things in this town. Check it out friends, how cool is that? You got a
McFlurry.
McFlurry, some kind of berry McFlurry.
Yeah.
I got a hot fudge sundae. And Walter got nothing.
I gotta say, I'm a little disappointed in the amount of alien themed stuff, or the lack thereof of alien themed stuff
Yeah.
at the food places.
Yeah, that was kind of anticlimactic, but that's okay. We'll get out of here before it gets dark and we get zapped up to outer space. All right, let's blow this joint. So I think we got out of town just in time. It's getting dark behind me, and I think that's when the aliens come out. But at any rate, we got about 2.5 hours to put down before we get to our destination in La Mesa, Texas. We are 1.5 miles from Texas and we need some coffee. So I don't think I can make it to Texas without some coffee. So here we are. We almost stopped right there, but that place looked kind of sketch. So we will go inside there after we feed Walter and get some coffee. Hang on, friends. All right, I guess I'll move it. No parking. Fuel delivery area. All right, let's try this again. I got over here and moved, and I'm missing my co-pilot right here because Jolene and Walter went ahead and rode inside the camper. How'd it go in here?
Digging my stuff out of the trash.
Cabinet opened.
Yes. Luckily we took out the trash not too long ago.
Hashtag RV life, friends. It ain't for everybody. So no coffee, and that guy let us stand there at the coffee maker for like 10 minutes before he bothered to even tell us that there's no coffee. Well, he didn't tell us. We had to ask him. What kind of place doesn't have coffee? Unbelievable, friends. I parked twice at one gas station just to get coffee. The only thing we got done was feeding the dog. But I guess he's happy. So we got 28 minutes till another gas station. This time we're in Texas, the motherland. Happy to be out of New Mexico as soon as possible. Get into Texas where they actually have coffee. There it is, friends. Out of New Mexico. Alrighty guys, it looks very, very open. See if they turn the coffee pots on. Feeling bold tonight. What is this, 24th? Need some space. Oh yeah, now we're talking. Now come on, other gas station. Was it that hard? Cheers to coffee.
Yeah.
Well, friends, we made it. Welcome to the quaint little town of La Mesa, Texas. I think this might be the first time that we've ever been here. So we are bound for our campsite. We're gonna set up and ready to crash. It's been a long day. We made it to the camp. Not bad. I'm gonna show you guys in the daytime, of course. But this is like a free little, the first 4 nights are free at this little camp setup. So you got water, you got electric, we're plugged in right now. Right behind us is a disc golf course. So we plan on doing that maybe Monday or something. Hanging out, checking that out. We have some neighbors over here camped. Y'all, this freaked me out. I'm not even kidding. Look at that. They have like a mannequin in there. That is creepy. They got a Halloween pumpkin. Definitely a fun little mannequin over there. Enough to keep me away, at least for tonight. I'll check it out some more in the morning. Guys, we got a bunch of stuff to kind of unpack and get ready for the night. So hang on, friends. We'll see you in the morning. Well, we're back at it again this morning, guys. Got a good night's sleep, and now we're driving through La Mesa, and we're gonna go set up our booth at the Chicken Fried Steak Festival. Park the Ram right there. I'm gonna spin around and show you guys our booth location. So we're right here in this entire handicap spot in between the tree and that food booth. Right in here is gonna be our booth. We'll show you when it's all set up. At some point, I'm gonna grab the GoPro and take you guys around and show you the entire event. But here we are in West Texas, guys. Let me spin around here and show you the stage. So big old giant stage. It's probably gonna be really loud. It's actually a little closer than we like being to the stage. And then here's our booth right here. Charles Hats. That's us. So we are gonna get after it and get that booth set up and get back with you guys in a little bit. Well, friends, we are all set up. Here's the hat booth. I came back and I made some dinner. I'm taking that back. I'm bringing the dog, Walter, back, but let me show you the campsite real quick. So guys, we have, this is it in the daylight. We got water, we got electric, and then there's a frisbee golf system here. There's a dump station just down the way. You can see that little yellow deal there, that's the dump station. Frisbee golf, I'm gonna do that probably Monday. Guys, this is free the first 4 nights. First 4 nights, if you're just hanging out, you're a tourist, whatever, hanging out in town, first 4 nights are free, and then you can stay longer, 20 bucks a night. We've stayed a lot of places across the country, and I'll tell you what, this is one of the best. I think maybe they're trying to get people to come see West Texas, La Mesa, the whole gamut, but I'll tell you what, this is not bad, guys. Hang on, because we're gonna go back over to the chicken festival. Friends, that's the Chicken Fried Steak Festival. So with any luck tomorrow, we'll be getting some. I keep wanting to call it the Wild Chicken Fest. I don't know. Hang on, friends. We're going to look for some chicken fried steak. Wanted to show you guys our booth at nighttime. You can see the stage. We got music going over there. Here's our booth. Let's go take a little lap around this place looking for some chicken fried steak, and I'll show you the scene. Well, that chicken fried steak festival was a bust, man. I looked all around. There's a bunch of people doing the cook-off, but there's no chicken fried steak to be bought. Found one spot, it was 25 bucks, and their oil looked absolutely disgusting that they were cooking it in. So I'm headed home. We're gonna make some chicken in our little Ninja Crispy and call it a day.